Hello students, you know that we are dealing with the second unit of our M3 syllabus, that is inverse Laplace transform. So far we have seen the definition of inverse Laplace transform and 7 different methods to find inverse Laplace transform of the given function of s. Now we will move to the next topic of this unit. This topic is very important as far as university exam is concerned, and the topic is applications of Laplace transform. There will be surely at least one question on this topic in your university exam question paper. The question will be asked for 4 marks as per the question paper pattern. As per your syllabus, there are 2 different applications of Laplace transform you have to study in this unit. The first one is to find the solution of linear differential equation with constant coefficient. It requires surely the knowledge of Laplace transform of some standard functions and the properties of Laplace transform, as well as the different methods to find inverse Laplace transform of the obtained function of s to find the solution of given differential equation. Surely the differential equation means it will involve the derivative terms, it will involve the differential constants, means you should know the Laplace transform of derivative. So the required results for these applications are, if Laplace transform of y, if it is denoted by L of y, which is y bar, then we have L of y dash, that is Laplace transform of first order derivative of y equal to s into y bar minus y of 0. Y of 0 means the value of the function y of t at t equal to 0. Second order derivative Laplace transform s square y bar minus s into y of 0 minus y dash of 0. Third order derivative L of y triple dash equal to s cube y bar minus s square y of 0 minus s y dash of 0 minus y double dash of 0. In this way, you can find Laplace transform of fourth order derivative also. Now, these results are required to find the solution of linear differential equations with constant coefficient using the Laplace transform method. Now we will see one example. The question will be like this: solve d square plus 3d plus 2 operated on y equal to 2 into bracket t square plus t plus 1 with the conditions y of 0 equal to 2, means the value of the function y at t equal to 0 is 2 and y dash of 0 is 0, that is the first order derivative of y, it will be y dash of t, and if we put t equal to 0, the answer is here 0. Now this capital D stands for d by dt. Here y is dependent variable and t is independent variable. From the RHS you will know the independent variable, and from the LHS of the given equation you will know the dependent variable. So this equation clearly indicates that y is a function of t and d, capital D stands for d by dt. So in M2 you have seen how to solve such type of linear differential equations with constant coefficients using the complementary function method and the particular integral different rules. Now we are going to solve this example using Laplace transform method. We will see the solution. Let y L of y equal to y bar. We are given the equation, you have to write the given equation as it is. Now you have to write the equation in dash notation. So d square y means y double dash, 3 dy means 3y dash, and plus 2y, just a multiplier, equal to 2 into bracket t square plus t plus 1, no change in RHS. Now you have to take Laplace transform on both the sides. So we get L of LHS equal to L of RHS. Now you have to apply linearity property of Laplace transform so that you can write operator L separately for all the terms on LHS and RHS. So it gives us L of y double dash plus 3 times L of y dash plus 2 times L of y equal to 2 into L of t square plus L of t plus L of 1. Now here you are going to use L of y double dash, L of y dash, L of t square, L of t and L of 1. So all these results should be known to you to move further. Now using the results we get s square y bar minus s of y, s into y of 0 minus y dash of 0. This is the result for L of y double dash plus 3s y bar minus y of 0 plus 2y bar. L of y means y bar, and RHS 2 into bracket Laplace transform of t square 2 upon s cube, Laplace transform of t 1 upon s square, and Laplace transform of 1 is 1 upon s. Now you are given the conditions y of 0 equal to 2 and y dash of 0 equal to 0. So using these two conditions you have to simplify this equation. On simplification we get this equation with these conditions. Now you can simplify it further to get y bar as a function of s. See here, on LHS only two terms are there which are free from y bar. So you have to collect terms containing y bar first on LHS and then all the terms without y bar to be shifted on RHS. So it gives us y bar into bracket s square plus 3s plus 2 minus 2s minus 6 equal to no change in RHS terms, only the LCM is taken. So it gives us 2 plus s square upon s cube. Now shift the terms without y bar to RHS. You will get this step. Now you have to simplify RHS by multiplying 2s plus 6, these two terms, by s cube. So you will get this simplified numerator. Now from all the terms in this numerator, 2 can be taken common, and hence the most simplified function is like this. We are interested to find y of t. So for this we require simply y bar on LHS. So it gives us y bar equal to 2 into bracket 2 plus s square plus s raised to 4 plus 3s cube. This numerator will be as it is, and now this term on LHS will become denominator on RHS. So you will get this y bar just a function of s. So this completes one part of the solution to find Laplace transform of the given function of or the given differential equation. Now you have to find inverse LT of this y bar so that you will get y of t. So taking inverse LT on both the sides, we can write it as L inverse of y bar equal to L inverse of the complete RHS. Now L inverse of y bar means y of t, and LHS will be as it is. RHS will be as it is. Now see here inverse Laplace transform linearity property is applied, and you may check here the degree of numerator is 4 and that of denominator on simplification you will get it as 5. Numerator's degree is less than that of denominator's degree, so here you can apply method of partial fraction to find inverse LT of this curly bracket function of S. So using method of partial fraction, here we should have the denominator in the factorized form as much as possible. S square plus 3s plus 2 can be factorized further to s plus 1 and s plus 2. So now here denominator is having 3 linear factors. S plus 1 and s plus 2 are not repeated linear factors, and s is repeated 3 times and it is with s cube. So denominator's degree 5 means there should be 5 constants in the sum of partial fraction. So for the first not repeated factor we can write a upon s plus 1. For second not repeated factor we can write b upon s plus 2, and now c upon s plus d upon s square plus e upon s cube. These 3 terms are written for the repeated linear factor s with degree 3. So when you get here degree 3, you have to stop writing the partial fractions. Now our aim is to find the values of all these 5 constants using different values of s. So as we have discussed in the method of partial fraction lecture, for s equal to minus 1 you will get a value, for s equal to minus 2 you will get b value, and to find the values of c, d and e you have to put 3 different values of s other than minus 1 and minus 2, so that you will get the values of c, d and e uniquely. Now put s equal to minus 1 in this simplified numerator equation. So equating numerator on LHS and simplified numerator on RHS, here you have to put s equal to minus 1 to get the value of a. So you will get here a equal to 0 on simplification. Now in this equation put s equal to minus 2 and solve this equation containing only capital B. You will get b equal to minus 1 by 2. Now you are having the values of 2 constants out of the 5 constants. Now put different values of s to get the values of the constants c, d and e. So here we have used minus 1 and minus 2. Now we will use s equal to 0, s equal to 1 and s equal to 2 to get the values of c, d and e. So if we put s equal to 0, we get value of e as 1. Next we have to put next value of s. I have intentionally written this equation to here. So for s equal to 1, you will get this equation which is containing c and d. See here you have used the value of a as 0, the value of b as minus 2 and the value of e as 1. And now you are getting the equation containing the 2 constants, the 2 unknowns capital C and capital D. And we know that if there are 2 unknowns, we require at least 2 equations in these 2 unknowns to find their values perfectly. So we will put one more value of s. So this is just a simplification, so that you have got here 2c plus 2d equal to 1, the first linear equation in 2 unknowns c and d. For s equal to 2, you will get another equation in the same way. So on simplification you will get here 2c plus d equal to 2. Now you may observe here equation 3 and equation 4. These two are the simultaneous linear equations in two unknowns c and d, and you have to solve these two equations simultaneously. You will get the values of c and d. This part you can complete at your own level and verify whether you are getting the values of c and d like this or not. So you are getting here c equal to 3 by 2 and d equal to minus 1. Now with this we have got values of all the 5 constants a, b, c, d, e. Now you can put these values to find inverse LT. Therefore we can write y of t equal to 2 times L inverse of. So the values of a, b, c, d, e are written as the first value of a is 0. So the first fraction will disappear and there will be only 4 results. Now applying the linearity property and using the standard results, you will get y of t like this. So 2 into bracket 0 minus 1 by 2 e raised to minus 2t, as L inverse of 1 upon s plus 2 is e raised to minus 2t. Here you are having only 1 upon s, its L inverse is 1. L inverse of 1 upon s square is 1 upon is t simply, and L inverse of 1 upon s cube is t square by 2. Here the use of standard result method is used to find inverse LT. So in this way you have got y of t, which can be simplified further 3 minus 2t plus t square minus e raised to minus 2t, which is nothing but the solution of given differential equation. In the same way we can solve one more example. Now here d cube is present, means third derivative of y is present. So you have to use L of y triple dash here to obtain y bar function. Now following the same procedure you will get y bar. So this is writing the given differential equation in dash notation. Now you have to take LT on both the sides. Since here RHS is 0, RHS results will be 0 only. Now linearity property of Laplace transform will give you this step. Apply Laplace transform of first order, second order and third order derivative results. Then put the values of y of 0, y dash of 0 and y double dash of 0 as given in the example. You will get the simplified function containing y bar. Now here there will be 3 terms which are having y bar term. Taking y bar and also s is common, so you will get here s into bracket s square minus 2s plus 5y bar equal to 1, as 1 is the only term which is present on LHS and it is not having any y bar. So now this completes first part, y bar equal to 1 upon s into s square minus 2s plus 5. Now you have to find inverse LT of this function using the method of so here we can apply method of partial fraction, or we can use convolution theorem, or we can use also integration of f of t method to find inverse LT of this function of s. Here I am using convolution theorem to find inverse LT. So this will be my f bar of s. I have to split this f bar of s as a function of, as a product of f1 bar and f2 bar, so that its inversality can be easily obtained. Now here f1 bar is 1 upon s, f2 bar is 1 upon s square minus 2s plus 5, but I have intentionally changed the sequence so as to get f2 of u in most simple form. So applying the procedure of inverse LT using convolution theorem, we get here f1 of u as e raised to u by 2 sine 2u and f2 of u as 1 only. Now apply the convolution theorem, you get here integration of f1 of u into f2 of t minus u within the limit 0 and t with respect to u, which is equal to integration from 0 to t e raised to u by 2 sine 2u, and f2 of t minus u will be 1 only. 1 by 2 can be taken outside the integration, and here you can apply the result of integration of e raised to ax into sine bx dx with a equal to 1 and b equal to 2 within the limits 0 and t. So applying the result and substituting the upper limit and lower limit, you will get the final answer as 1 by 10 e raised to t into bracket sine 2t minus 2 cos 2t plus 2, and this is nothing but the solution of the given differential equation. So referring these two solutions, you can solve the examples. Here some examples are given for practice and their answers are also given. Apply the proper method of inversality as per the nature of y bar of s you are getting, and then verify your answers with these given answers. So application of LT involves two parts. One part is to apply the Laplace transform results and methods, and second part involves inverse Laplace transform, standard results and different methods. So try to solve these examples and make a good practice of all these applications. Thank you for listening patiently.